What's going on, everybody? This is Wassup Flobo episode number 90 plus. Can you believe we have so many different episodes of Wassup Flobo, different kinds, different styles, different vibes? Fridays are Fitness Fridays. That's where we talk about health and wellness and all that. And Mondays and Wednesdays are where we get to chill and talk. But that's going to be changing soon. I'm working on a new project. I don't want to tease it too much right now, but it's currently called Wassup Flobo After Hours, and stick around for updates about that. Before I get into everything, I just want to say that this episode and all the other episodes are sponsored in part by NoNameNerd.com. If you're looking for a nerd mask, if you're looking for a video game jersey, No Name Nerd is where you want to go to get all these you need. Use my promo code FLOPITO for a discount. Yeah, man, we're in California. And we are kind of in a weird position when it comes to like the social distancing thing and the opening up of the pandemic of 2020, right? We want to open up more. We have one of the country's largest economies, but we have some counties with more restrictive stay-at-home orders and others right now. I'm in Los Angeles County, and it's been pretty heavy when it comes to that sort of thing. And whatever reason you believe in whether we should be open and go back to where we were and work on our getting our money or being at home as long as possible, I can tell you I've seen both ways of it. I think there's part of me that wishes things were normal. I can go back to where I was doing before. There's parts of me as a small business owner. I feel that I've been left behind when it comes to the rebuilding and supporting of people and creative and small jobs, small businesses while this country looks to rebuild. At the same time, though, I am in the live entertainment business. I'm a wedding DJ, and yeah, there's lots of cross-contamination everywhere. I'm sure you guys heard about that one wedding in India where the groom had symptoms and went with his wedding anyway and infected about 80 people at his wedding, which not to say that is a problem, but I can imagine waking up, for example, if you're a groom or bride with the sniffles and saying, okay, I don't feel 100%, but I'm going to have my wedding anyway. It's dangerous. It's all dangerous. And whatever you fall on that, I wear a mask when I go outside, maybe not to the laundry room, but when I go shopping, when I go walking, I wear a mask. If you don't, that's on you. I won't even say cool. That is on you. I am the son of a nurse. I understand that infection control is important. No judgments there, though. But over the weekend, I had my first social interaction with more than one person. For those of you keeping score, I was pretty much isolated since March. My birthday week, which was about 2 weeks ago now, I met with friends one-on-one in 3 different locations, 2 of them in open air environments. One of them was in an apartment, but I mean, we kind of did the best we could given the circumstances. So this is the first time I'm actually with a small group of friends, 5 or 6 friends at a party, and it was a little bit awkward. I'll be honest with you. I shut up my mask. No one was wearing theirs. Then it was like, hey, do you want us to wear our masks too? And I was like, well, do I say yes? Do I say no? How much distance is social distance? Like 6 feet to 6 feet. But if everyone is 3 feet to each other and you are 6 feet, is that considered impolite? I think a lot of the unspoken rules of etiquette are changing because of this, right? So I live alone and I have no insurance because also I'm a small business owner and paying for your own insurance out of pocket is a lot. I don't make that kind of scratch to afford normal insurance, especially now with the ACA being all but stripped. Cost of premium have gone through the roof. So you're like, well, I live with myself. I'm going to take as much precautions as possible. But then there's that balance of, am I being too cautious? Or is it just overhyped media news cycles? But then you hear like news reports of those who succumb to the disease and people having these giant raging parties and getting infected. You're like, well, maybe I'm not being cautious enough. So there's always going to be like this like conflict, right? When you leave your house of what to do. And it's one thing if you're getting groceries because you're like, all right, put my head down, buy my eggs and snack nuts and that'll be fine. But at parties, it's going to be difficult. Like at weddings, I mean, as a DJ, do I wear a mask the entire time? Do I pull it down to make announcements and pull it back up? Do I do the cheeky thing and wear masks that match my suit and tie? What is a greeting now? I feel awkward just saluting people on the way out the door. Do I do the elbow thing? No, I think that's dumb. But I can't give you a handshake because that's like the worst thing you could possibly do. It's a lot for me to bear, man. And it's funny, perhaps ironically, that my last day job was where I sold hand sanitizer for a living. And ironically, or maybe coincidentally, I'm more looking for hand sanitizer now than when I actually peddle this stuff for a paycheck. It's all over. It's all over the place. It's weird. No one really knows what to do. All I'm saying is think in your best interest and think for others as well. Obviously, that's a bad example from my one particular party. It wasn't like this party was like a giant rager. It wasn't like those things you see on spring break, or I didn't go to any giant like 4th of July cookouts. And when I say wear a mask, it doesn't have to be like a PPE mask. If you have just a face covering, that would qualify for wearing one. I wear a snood or a gaiter because I have a beard, which is pro tip. If you have a beard, a mask does not really help you. The traditional one doesn't help you as much because the mask can't make a seal, skin to skin contact, because your hair is in the way. So I wear a neck gaiter, so it kind of covers up the entire. I look like a bandit from like the 1940s or 50s, you know, or I'm going to rob a train robbery bank in the Old West. I guess that's a more accurate representation. Wash your hands and all that. But the thing is, it's like, what is the new normal? Are we going to have hand washing stations outside bathrooms? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to accept the elbow bump as a new official thing? Are all parties going to be virtual? I don't know, man. I really don't know. A lot of questions were on my brain leaving that event over the weekend, and a lot of the questions about how do I go forward and maintain. And I think a lot of people were having that same questions too. Like, if I have a comedy show, what will be considered house measures for us to partake in? Like, for example, we can say, oh, I individually doesn't matter. I don't care. And I don't individually care what the safety protocols are. As long as the club is open, I'm going to go. But like, much like how now most restaurants have a bathroom for you to wash your hands, I feel like there's going to be a mandate, whether by legal or by social stipulation, where you're going to have, I don't know, hand sanitizers on tables, or you're going to have a steaming of the eating surfaces, or some kind of new normal when it comes to that sort of thing. Look, I didn't mean to rant about you, what you shouldn't do, and I didn't want to make this about what was me, but just know that if you are confused about what to do nowadays, you was not alone. If you're confused about the cleanliness thing, about social interactions, about how to maintain as a small business owner, how to maintain as an individual, and keeping your mental health in check while this is going on, where everyone's mad with the government on some level, whether the fact that it's closed down too much or not closed down enough, you are not alone. And if you want to chat with someone like myself, just to say, hey, look, what is going on in the world, please hit me up on that social media at Flobo Boys on Twitter, at Flopito on Instagram, and Flopito.com. Big things are happening. This is What's Up Flobo, the show. I'm coming off with a spinoff show. Details are kind of scarce on it now. It's called What's Up Flobo After Hours. If you want to hear more, I have the trailer up on Spotify. It's a podcast, so check that out. We have a chance. It's called What's Up Flobo After Hours, and I'll be doing an adjustment to the content schedule to let that into the family. And I really think with New Amsterdam Radio, the podcast, the Everything Tournament with Evan Mack and Heidi Mack on Twitch on Tuesdays, Jack and Flobo Wrestle with your questions on Thursdays, and What's Up Flobo 2 on top of everything I'm doing, I think it'd be the perfect addition to the Flopito digital family. So stick around for details about that. Until next time, I'm here. Holla at your boy. Wash your hands. Wear some gloves if you have to. Let me know if you guys figured out the gym thing. I haven't quite bit the bullet and gone back to the gym because I'm a little afraid about that one too. And if you're just telling me to chill out, man, and not worry so much, that's fine. All right. But until next time, please be yourself and peace out.